Let's start with a myth. People often think ancient folks were super conservative, hiding their desires behind closed doors. But the truth? Ancient people were just as curious, passionate, creative. So how did they actually fulfill their sexual desires? Let's dive in. First, forget the idea that sex was always a secret. In ancient Greece, sexuality was woven into daily life. Statues, art, public festivals celebrated sensuality openly. The Greeks believed pleasure was a natural part of being human, and they talked about it, sometimes way more openly than we do today. But it wasn't just Greece. In ancient Rome, love and lust were everywhere, from poetry to the steamy murals of Pompeii. Romans had bathhouses which weren't just for getting clean. These places were social hubs, sometimes even centers for casual encounters. Even the gods got in on the action. Just look at the wild stories about Jupiter. Let's travel east to ancient India, where the Kama Sutra wasn't just a book of positions, it was a guide to living a fulfilling life, including love and intimacy. In some cultures, sexuality was even considered sacred. Temples in Khajuraho are covered in intricate carvings, showing that desire was something to be celebrated, not hidden. But what about places where things were stricter? In medieval Europe, for example, the church tried to keep things under wraps. People found ways, writing secret love letters, sneaking into festivals, using coded language in poetry. Desire always found a way. And don't forget, people have always told stories, some true, some exaggerated, about their love lives. These stories help them connect, laugh, and sometimes even challenge the rules. So how did ancient people fulfill their sexual desires? With creativity, rituals, art stories, and sometimes a bit of rebellion. They navigated rules, traditions, taboos, just like we do. At the end of the day, they were human, curious, passionate, and always searching for connection. So next time you hear a myth about how ancient people were different, remember, they weren't so different after all. Thanks for watching, and if you want more surprising stories from history, hit that subscribe button. See you next time.